What you're about to hear from Absalom Zungu is heartbreaking. A man dragged into a storm he never created. He was forced to sleep in garages for 4 weeks, all because his name was used without his voice, and the person at the center of that pain, Gininda. Watch this moment closely.
Ngiyakuzwa njengamanje bengicela ukuthi ngibeke ngoba bekungade lokho engibeka ngithi bengibeka kube half khona engakubekanga ngiyabona bengicela lokho ukuthi ngiqhubeke ngithi ukubeka okuyikhona okunye okukhulu kakhulu okungisuse ekhaya ngoba ngihambe ngilale emagaraji nje na 4 weeks ngila bengifuna ukuthi ke ngikwazi ukubeka enkantolo inkantolo kezwe ukuthi ngikhala ngani.
My Lord, as I am standing here before the court, I did not say all what I wanted to say before the court. I only made portion. However, I did not say things fully. And I have 4 weeks since I have left at home, and I have been sleeping by the garage. And now that I'm here, I would like to tell the court the main, not the core reason as to why I am here, not the core reason as to why I had to leave my homestead and come to the court.
Yes, you may proceed.
Ngakhuluma ke ba.
Ngikhala kanje. Kuthe maqala icourt lo kuqala ukuqulwa kwecala.
When this matter started,
kwathothi icala liyaqulwa liyaqalisa angibiziwe mina ngitsheniwe akho ncwadi engitholile evela ku state.
When this matter started to be heard before the court, I did not get any letter from the state informing me that I should be, alerting me that I should be aware of the matter or no, maybe I should come to the court.
Kanti court iqale ngegama lami kufakwe igama lami phakathi.
Even though during the start of this trial, my name has been on the center core of this matter.
Yes.
Manje ngifuna ukuzwa ke ngoba ngila ngisho ngithi nje ngihambe ngihluphekela lokho ukuthi kube khona la eSouth Africa uvulwe igama.
Now that
sona ngiqedele
ngisabuthi ukukhuluma eningi bese ngakhuluma khona ayishesheka baba yazi
ukuthi phela kuhlupheka sijayela ukukhuluma sisheshise sibeke kona
ngicela mnumzane. My Lord, I have been struggling quite a lot and with a lot of things. Now that my name have been brought up here in court, now that I would like to find out whether is there a way here in South Africa ngabe khona ke yini indlela eningizimu Afrika ongathola ngayo ini
ngithina kuke kwenzeke yini konke nendawo nje ezinyima unecala ungabizwa mawuphatha ngekuphathwa igama lakho phakathi icala elilala livulwe ngegama lami.
Now, okay, my Lord, I would like to ask from the court whether is it doable or maybe is it a way of doing things here in South Africa if maybe a person gets to be mentioned in a criminal matter or in a case before the court, and however the same person whose name gets to be mentioned does not get to be called. Because of this matter started, during the start of this matter, my name has been on the center of this matter.
Kodwa kuthe ngelanga icala qala ngazi ukuthi mina kwafanti la msukwana angibabengelela imantshi kwasenqonye ilanga lecala okufanele sizoqala ngalo ke ilanga kodwa ngabe bikho mina engibalwa njengoba engibhaliwe nje kuthiwa ngufakazi ngwalela icala.
My Lord, now that they first appeared before the court and then from there they greeted the magistrate or the presiding officer, then from there their matter was then remanded for a further date of the hearing of the matter. And then during the first hearing of the matter, how is it possible that I was not called nor invited because of my name has been mentioned on this matter and also on the statements?
Mina ngangazi ukuthi ke ngizofakaza ngoba kukhulunywa ngegama lami la. Ngangazi ngizobizwa ngizofakaza ngoba icala leli livulwe ngegama lami.
And I did not know that I will be called to come and testify here in court. Even though this case was opened under my name, no, with a reference of my name.
No, he's saying ngangazi. I knew. Ngangazi. Not I did not know.
My apologies, my lord. Wongazi.
No, ngangazi.
Yes, he knew. I knew. Yes, thank you.
Kodwa kuthe mzukwana liqulwa leli cala liqala. Kwangena azange ngekho mina. Kwase ngena eboxini. Ubani onwangenisa eboxini kanti icala libhalwe ngami.
Now that this matter was called and heard before the court, there is who was then called to come and testify at first before I got to be called, even though my name has been mentioned and even though my name has been on the center of this case.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Zungu. Those are questions that the court is still trying to find out by virtue of the exercising that we are engaging in now. Those are the questions that ultimately the court will have to determine and make a pronunciation on as to now, because this case, as you're saying, the person under whose name this case was opened or the source of the person who came with this information was not called. This is my finding and all those things. We are on our way towards that process now. It's premature for the court now to make that finding. Do you understand?
Uthi umeli ke mnumzana isinqumo leso mhlawumbe noma ke umuntu ozoveza ke isinqumo egcinini malana nodaba lolu oqeda uliveza nawe la manje inkantolo futhi kusase eli ukuthi sisheshe sifike kulolu daba lolo ke ngoba ke inkantolo nayo izohlala phansi ithi icabange futhi icabangisise kahle ukuthi manje ke izosebenza kanjani ke ngalolu daba lolu ngoba khona ke umbiko futhi negama lakho elikhona mhlawumbe umuntu ebathi uye owaletha umbiko.
Those are genuine concern, but the court is having that in his notes and at the back of his mind, that on the day on which he delivers judgment in this court, he will factor that concern that you have in his judgment.
Uthi kumele uma ngabe inkantolo seyifika emaphethelweni ecala uma seyiletha ke isinqumo sayo kuleli cala leli lozonkana ikhalazo zakho lezi qedwe ukhala ngazo manje izozicabanga futhi ke bese kubike ngemuva komcabango wayo ikukhumbule uma seyiletha ke isinqumo sayo inkantolo kuleli cala.
I don't know if you follow what is happening, if you're following what is being interpreted to you.
Uyazwisisa baba?
Ngiyazwisisa ukuthi ngiyazi ukuthi uthini.
I do hear you.
Kodwa nje ngoba ngisho ukuthi into engiphethe kabi le.
Yebo.
Ngisengibe la nje.
Yebo.
Akakhulu yikho lokho okwazi ukuthi ugenelo ubhalile nako. Wahamba ovula icala ngami.
Yeah.
Yabo ebesho ngisho la enkantolo ethi ngoba nalaba ngibabophile nje ngibabophe ngoba ngezwe ngozungu.
Yes.
My lord,
Kodwa angisababikho enkantolo.
my lord, this does not sit well with me. Now that Mr. Kininda came before the court and informed the court that after he had spoken with me, that is when he made those arrests. And now that he made mention of my name, and now that he also told the court that he had received some of the source from me,
yes,
then how does it come about that I was not called to come and give a testimony before the court?
Yeah.
So that is what does not sit well with me.
Yingakho ke sikubizile thina singabambeli bababoshwa ukuthi uze nawe uzokhuluma okwaziyo ngaleli qala ukuthi lokho okushiwo ngawe kuyiqiniso noma akulona iqiniso na. Yingakho ke namuhla uzile wazoyibeka inkulumo njengoba uyibekile ngisho.
Cha ngiyeza.
Yeah. Kodwa ke loyo mbuzo ukuthi kungani uGininda avula iqala ngawe jikijiki abasakubizi, umbuzo loyo inkantolo nayo ezozibuza wona ekuzofuneka ukuthi uma seyikhipha isinqumo jikelele mayelana naleqala lokuthi labafana obathola abaneqala noma abathola abangenaqala inkantolo izoyiveza ingxoxo mayelana nalombuzo lo obuzako siyazwisisa kodwa manje kusesesekuseni kakhulu ukuthi lo mbuzo lo ungaphendulwa kusho ukuthi sesesendleleni eya ekuphenduleni loyo mbuzo uyayiqonda mos
Angiyazwa angibhekise ikhonje bengikhala ngalokho ukuthi
okay siyabonga
angifuna ukuyiveza lento bengiphethe kabaze ngubone lokungakhula ngize nganje akaze ngibone kuthiwa inkantolo kuvulwa igama ngenkantolo kuvulwa icala ngawe uyajika lapha awubizwe ngisho namhle phesha kwezilwandle uyalinda ulando lethu la manje ke ngizothi ke mina ngathi nje mawubuza kuyiqiniso kangakanani nje lokho okubhalwe ugenini kungani ukuthi akubhale bengabe sangibiza ecaleni ilokho
yingako babo uzungu siye sakubona kukuhle
ngiyolalela umthetho wenkantolo
siye sakubona
noma ngabe ngihlubuke kangana
yingako ngithi mina siye sakubona kukuhle emehlweni womthetho hayi emehlweni wethu emehlweni womthetho ukuthi sikubize uzokuchaza okwaziko ngaloku okuqukethwe okubhalwe kule statement ekuthiwa uGininda wasithatha kuwe istatement okuthiwa senziwa uwe wena enkantolo othi awazana le statement sekusemandleni ke enkantolo ukuthi yona iyothini mayelana ngobufakazi bakho nobufakazi boka Gininda
banwa yebo ke impela ngiyazi banike kufuna lokho impela kuvele nalo angene eboxini phela wangena eboxini obe igama livulwe ngami okhuluma ngale statement bani ilokho ke sengihlonipha inkantolo benguveza
thank you Mr. Zulu.
What you just watched is a man finally breaking the silence after being pushed into unimaginable emotional turmoil. And much of that turmoil leads straight back to Gininda. Absalom Zungu didn't come to court to dramatize. He didn't come to create a scene. He came because his life was turned upside down by a statement Gininda claimed was authored by him. A statement Zungu says he never made, never signed, and never stood by. Imagine being an elderly man, hearing your name in court day after day, tied to evidence you say you know nothing about. Imagine hearing that 2 accused were detained because of something you supposedly wrote. Yet nobody, not even once, thought of calling you in to confirm it. And while he lived that nightmare, Gininda stepped forward and testified on Zungu's behalf, speaking on a statement that Zungu says does not represent him at all. That alone is enough to break anyone's spirit. Zungu's words hit hard. 4 weeks sleeping in garages, just for a chance to be heard. That is not just inconvenience. That is emotional torture. That is fear, desperation, and dignity stripped away. The most painful part? When Zungu stood up and poured out his suffering, the state didn't show a drop of empathy. They didn't comfort him. They didn't even acknowledge the agony caused to this old man. Not by the system, not by the court, but by Gininda's actions. It was only Advocate Manisi who stepped in, not to silence him, but to slow the emotional collapse, to reassure him that his pain and his questions will be weighed at the end of the trial. Zungu wasn't asking for legal explanations, he was asking for humanity. And in that moment, the courtroom's silence toward him was louder than any objection. Do you think Zungu was failed by the justice system? Why or why not? What should happen to Gininda after this revelation? Do you believe the state intentionally ignored Zungu, or was it negligence? If you were the judge, how would you respond to Zungu's plea? Thank you for watching. Moments like these show why it's important for ordinary people to speak up, to question, to demand fairness. Zungu's agony cannot be ignored. If you appreciate this kind of breakdown, please like, subscribe, and consider joining the channel to support the work I do. I love and appreciate every one of you. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay strong.